Well, hey YouTube, PD2 Finger here. I'm going to be talking about Jets Pizza. If you've been sticking around and been listening to my inane rambling videos, you might remember I did an expose on Little Caesars pizza. The sausage tastes like sewage. It tastes like human feces, and I had done a video on that, and someone had made a comment about that it was interesting or something. Anyway, yeah, that was a place that I used to eat pizza when I was a kid a lot. Every Friday or whatever it was, we'd watch Battlestar Galactica or Knight Rider or A Team. It was a thing, you know. Whatever day that show was on, we would sit around and we would. My dad would bring this Little Caesars thick pan style cheese and sausage pizza, and it was always good because my parents wouldn't be trying to murder each other. My parents fought like screaming, and my dad was physically violent. He used to do stuff like punch you in the face, and your teeth would go through your lip, and you would have a. And we didn't go to the doctor, you know. So growing up in my house was spectacularly fun. I really look forward to those pizza nights because if there was enough food and soda pop and snacks. My father was morbidly obese. He weighed somewhere in the neighborhood of 975 pounds and he wore clogs. Now, he also had a really good job. This was back then when, you know, as long as you brought home the bacon, you could just beat everybody around you and it didn't really matter. So, long story short, we live right next to a Little Caesars, and we were eating there, and then it just went to shit as the sausage tastes. It smells horrible when if you buy one and bring it in the house. Immediately, I'll like when the door opens, I can smell it. My wife can't tell the difference of it, but I I won't eat there anymore. So I love that Detroit style square pizza where the crust is buttery, crispy, golden brown, like almost burnt, crunchy, crispy crust. This type of pizza where the crust is the best part of the pizza. Like if you have a Chicago style thin cheese and sausage cracker crust pizza, when you get to that crust, you're not like, I'm ready for this. You know, like me, I'll eat that first to get it out of the way. Uh, the Little Caesars pizza, I'll eat the crust last because it's so good, savoring that. You know, I really like it. We were in Michigan, some type of family thing on my wife's side, and there was a Jets by the hotel. This was kind of in the middle of nowhere. So we one of the plans was, as my wife does really well with like figuring stuff out using the computer. If we're going to travel, we kind of know what we're going to do, where we're going to eat. So looking forward to trying this place. We go over there, we get it. It's a square box. She said, "Yeah, it's square pizza. It looks like it's Little Caesar style." So we put the stuff in the car, and it just like the car smelled for like 2 weeks. And it's a good smell. It's this turbo crust. They put garlic and parmesan or something, romano. I don't know. It's a mixture of stuff that they put in the crust. No charge. So it's the crust is not only does it have that buttery crispness, there's a flavor to it, and it was cheap. Jets was like $9. So I was like in ecstasy. I was like, this stuff is better than Little Caesars. It's just like a Little Caesars pizza, but way better. There's just more to it, complex flavors. It's strong. The crust has got a kick to it of like garlic, and you know, it's just really, really good flavor dining experience. And we came back here, and they opened the Jets up 2 miles from our place, and it's like $30 for a pizza. It's like 27 for an 8 corner. So I joined the Jets Fun Club on the computer, and I get emails from them, and we'll have it like twice a year. There'll be some really good sale. So in looking at Jets, I know they have sandwiches and salads, and I'm not going to eat any of that. I just want the cheap deal on the pizza. And I had read the owner's name is Eugene, and there's a pizza they sell there called the Eugene Supreme, and that is cheese and sausage pizza with onion, green pepper, and then mild pepper, which is a banana pepper ring. And I like that. It's like a sour pepper. So it sounded really good to me, and my wife doesn't like that stuff. She's not crazy about green pepper and those banana peppers, no way. Onion, she can take it or leave it, leaning towards leave it, you know. Um, like I'm an onion freak, so that's the one thing where my wife doesn't have an adventurous palate, but she cooks. She's an excellent cook, and she'll do like home style food with a bunch of. It's not like here's your thing. It's warmed up. There's a bunch of dishes, you know, like salad, vegetable, bread and butter or rolls, potato side dish, main dish, and then gravy. That's how she cooks. So I'm not going to complain that she's on the mild side and isn't throwing the jalapenos and everything. Because as far as a perfect mate, I pretty much hit the jackpot, you know. And then it comes down to stuff like that Eugene Supreme. There's just no way that I'm going to be like, let's try that, and have her like over there, like, you know, picking stuff off of it. That wrecks the pizza. So I just go with cheese and sausage. That's what I really love anyway, you know. But at the same time, I'm like really curious about that Eugene Supreme. So I got an email from them. Father's Day, they were having a sale. It was $6.99 for a 6-piece, a small. So I was like, that's perfect. If we don't really like it, there's not a real lot of leftovers. It's cheap. It's just me and her anyway. The one kid's way up north, and the other kid, they're having a baby this year. So she's celebrating Father's Day with her husband, which is understandable. She came by, and I saw her the day before or something. So, what is it?
I'm watching something that you said a long time ago. It was funny.
So yeah, she's watching videos on her laptop with headphones. So I was looking forward to this Eugene Supreme like I can't tell you. It was all I thought about. I talked to my daughters on the phone. I was telling them, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get that Jets pizza. I'm going to try that one. So it was something where she had to order it. There was like a 20% off deal if you have to text the order. Like you can order it online, or you can text it, or you can call. And we're much more like we're going to call. Like we're not texting. Get out of here with that text. We don't. That's not us. No, we don't do that. And the ordering online is she swears and curses every time she has to do it. She's yelling, "This is stupid." She can't figure it out. Browser incompatibility. You know, update your flash, all that. So I'm like, well, just handle it. I don't want to have to deal with it. We'll go and pick it up at 8. They close at 9. So I'm in here in computer hell all day on Sunday, on Father's Day. I'm working on these computers. Pretty much I haven't stopped. That's all I've been doing is working on computers. I'm taking a break now to make these videos, and then I'm gonna watch a movie tonight. Have to finish up the pizza leftovers, and tomorrow I'm hopefully gonna work all day and finish the install, because I've got to do Sony Vegas and all the video plugins, which is kind of it's a hassle. So I'm in the middle of working on these computers, and she goes, I gotta go. And it's like, you do. And I'm like, okay, I want you to get Parmesan, I want you to get the hot peppers, and napkins. And she starts making faces. She writes it down on her hand with a Sharpie, like, you can't fucking remember? There's 3 things you get when you get a pizza. You get napkins, you get Parmesan cheese, and you get the hot peppers in the package. There's 3 things they give you at the pizza place when you buy a pizza. 3. You get them all. You get a good amount. Don't get 150 of them so the silverware drawer's got leftovers in 10 years. You know, get me 2 hot peppers and 3 cheeses or 4 cheeses if you're going to have some. And then give me 3 napkins for myself and 3 for yourself. For leftovers, you know. So she starts making faces, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to come with. Hold on while I go pee. So she starts swearing at me because we're going to be late. Then it's the stressed out drive up there where she can't listen to anything I say because we're going to be late. We pull in, and the lights are off. And she says, I don't think anyone's in there. We get out of the car, go up to the place. No one's in the Jets, and the door's locked. And it's like 8:04. And it was an 8 o'clock pickup. We were 4 minutes late, but so then a car pulls in, some weird guy sitting there looking at his phone, texting. Another carload of people pulls in. My wife calls the customer service and leaves an automated message. Then she calls a Jets Pizza in a neighboring town, Naperville, which is 20 minutes away, and tells them what happened. And they said, well, you can come down here and we'll make one for you, but you're going to have to talk to customer service to get your money back. So we get in the car and we're driving, and I'm like, pull into this food store so I can grab some pop. All the pop was expensive except for this RC pop, which was sold out. So I asked an employee, I'm like, do you have any more RC? And he's like, yeah, over here. So I grabbed that. He wasn't an employee, he was an AutoZone guy. And he told me the story about RC. It says me and my RC on the pop. He said when he was a kid, his teacher in second grade was a grammar Nazi. And that they brought up to the teacher, hey, this is improper grammar. He brought it up. So his classroom wrote a letter to Royal Crown Cola, and they changed the slogan to RC and me or something. And he said then it went downhill, and they were gone for a few years. Now they just brought it back, me and my RC. Me and my RC, excuse me. So he told me that story. I went to buy the pop. Of course, I'm in the self-checkout lane, and it's coming ding, ding, lights are flashing. So the guy comes over and goes, oh, no, and scans the thing. And I paid $2.29 for 4 bottles of pop. So I don't think that was right. I think I was supposed to pay like $5, but hey, got a couple 3 bottles of pop. So we get in the car, drive to this other place, we get out, and I look over in the window, and there's a black pizza, like just burnt, like literally like black. And the guy goes, well, we had a problem, we burned your first pizza, so we're going to have to cook another one. So I was just like, am I going to get my Eugene Supreme, my Jets Pizza for like, is this even going to happen? You know? And how about this? Okay, if you work at a pizza place and that happens, somebody calls you and say, hey, we had this planned for Father's Day. We had to leave to go pick it up in the middle of a thing, and then like they were closed. And we had to call you, and we had to drive another half hour. Then you go, here's a couple of pops. You know, we burned the first pizza, but we're going to give it to you anyway. You could maybe, I mean, do you want it? Instead of us just throwing it in the garbage. Because I would have eaten it. I would have Eugened it. I would have doctored it up somehow, you know, choked it down. But we went out in the car, waited another 20 minutes, and then that was done. We grabbed the pizza, and I opened it up, and there's a tiny piece of sausage on each piece of pizza. Because that's the thing with me is don't skimp. You know, I don't need you to overload the cheese or overload the sauce, but give me, you know, like 3 pieces of sausage or larger. Like I like this. For me, pizza is sausage. Like when I make it at home, it's covered in sausage. Covered. There's no rum. It's a complete layer of sausage. You know. So putting the smallest amount you possibly could on there after you burned it and made us wait another half hour. So we have to deal with Jets customer service. We're going to tell them, number one, like, you know, it's a hassle because you force us to do something we don't want to do. Meaning text the pizza in to get the deal. Then it's closed. Then we got to drive then it's burned. Then there's no sausage on the thing. So I got to see what happens, but I'm probably going to make a real angry video depending on what they do. So that's what happened. That's the Jets Father's Day story. I know it's like, oh, all he does on this channel is complain and gripe, but what am I going to do? You know, I mean, it ruined my night. It took an extra 2 hours. It took 2 hours for the running around, and then the meal wasn't any good. The Eugene Supreme is not good. It's not a good combination. Those banana peppers just completely took over sour. It was just a sour thing. I don't know if there was too much on there or what they did. They made it wrong. But the chef was visibly angry when we got there, and the guy who took our order, who talked to us on the phone, he was pissed too. They were both like glaring at us, and I'm sorry. It was 8:43 when we got there, and it was 9 when we left. You know, sorry. How do you think I feel? You know. So that's my jet story. I'll probably be another video about this. I would not recommend the Eugene Supreme. Just get the cheese and sausage. All right, you guys. I'll see you. Happy Father's Day to any of you fathers out there, and I'll see you soon.